Hello, this is Carrie with the Merced College Library, and this tutorial is about locating generated citations through research databases in the library portal. We're going to take a look today at some books, and we're going to take a look today at articles. And I'm going to start with OneSearch, which is our book catalog. And I've done a pre-search using climate change, my topic, climate change and refugees. Right now I'm searching everything, but if I just wanted to search by books, I could come to research type and go to books. From here, I get a refined list, and I can see what's either available through the internet, through open access, or just what's through print at the Merced College Library. I can also see the dates and the author information. What I want to look at is the bibliographic record. This gives me all the information about the record, about the book itself, including some of those core elements like the author or authors, editors, if there are any editors, what format it is. It says it's a book. And then I can also do a bunch of things over on the left-hand side. What I can do when I'm building my, my outline, getting started with an annotated bibliography, or just collecting information, the permalink here, if I copy this and paste it into a document, it's going to reroute me back to this record right here. It won't route me to the book or the article itself, but it will route me to this record. I'm going to take a moment and click on citation. Over on the left-hand side, it indicates what type of citation. Here's the MLA 8th and the 7th edition. In this case, I want the 8th edition. I want the most up to date. And then I'm going to copy and paste. I can also copy citation to clipboard, and now I'm ready to paste it into my document. Next, I'm going to move to Ebsco ebooks. So ebooks, this is a collection in Ebsco, and you can just search this in the A to Z databases. These are all still books, and we're still looking for those core elements of a book. So this time I used climate change and food. So I am revising my search terms a little bit up in the search box. And again, by clicking on the title of the article, it takes me to the bibliographic record. This is all the information about the book, including the description, and sometimes known as the abstract. But because it's a book, it's actually called a description. Here are my authors and some of the other publishing information I might need. Over on the right-hand side, a citation has been generated for MLA. So I need to scroll down to MLA. This is a good example, and this is something where I would either copy and paste or do Control-C, and now it's copied to my clipboard. And this is a good example of how the formatting can sometimes change. Some citation generation accounts for the 7th edition, some accounts for the 8th edition. Heads up, there's a 9th edition on the way in 2021. So what is great about doing this way is that you will get the content or the core elements of the citation. And then when it's pasted into your outline of your works cited, you can edit for either italicization, or sometimes the last and first name is uppercased for some reason. But by and large, it does give us the content that we need. Next, I'm going to switch to articles. So I'm in SIRS, and SIRS is a great resource for finding newspapers, magazines, book chapters, web resources, government sources, and you can limit to those as well. So if I just wanted newspapers, I can click on newspapers. And again, I'm using some of those same keywords I used before, and I'm using food, but always using those Boolean operators and, or not. Say I see something that I want to get, I'm going to go ahead and click on the title of the article. And I'm going to want to browse the article and make sure this is something that I will be interested in. But if I'm just gathering information, again, these related subjects down here are those awesome keywords and vocabulary that give me a direct snapshot into what this article is about. Okay, great. So this is something that I like. I can save this article to the cloud if I have a good way of organizing my Google Drive or my OneDrive, maybe through a register index. But I'm going to go ahead and copy my citation right here. Here's my selection, and they provide a MLA 8th edition. And then I can copy and paste this. So they give these citation generator options to Noodle Tools or EasyBib. Unfortunately, we do not, Merced College does not subscribe to Noodle Tools or EasyBib because we really feel like most of the citation generators out there just don't do students a great service, especially when these sources are given right here, and there's some really great free stuff on the open internet. So when we're looking for those articles, some of those core elements that we're looking for is the resource type. We're looking for the source. Okay, so Newswire, and then the date. Okay, great. I also want to point out all that email is a great way to save articles to yourself and keep them in your email for future reference. Another database that we're going to take a quick look at is called Nexus Uni. Nexis Uni is a powerful research engine, and this is great for searching legal research and newspapers, and also local information. I'm going to go ahead and type in a search term that I saw in some of my other sources, food insecurity, and then from here I can narrow. So when I select the title of the article, it opens up into the document itself. I'm going to scroll down toward the bottom and looking at all of these. This is something like the bibliographic record, and this is how Nexis Uni organizes the information in their databases. I'm also seeing some great vocabulary and keywords I might not have thought about as well. And these are things I might want to copy or type into my notes. So in this case, if I go to export citation, this is where they create their citation, and I'm going to scroll to MLA. And then from here, I can either copy to my clipboard or copy and paste into my Word document. Also, while I'm here, I can either print or email this article to myself. This is also something that the research databases provide almost universally, is the ability to email the article to yourself. So I've got the PDF copy, the full document, which includes attachments and all that good classification data at the bottom. All right, great. Lastly, I want to show you Academic OneFile, and this is a Yale product, and this is also, we've used opposing viewpoints and the Yale Virtual Reference Library, which should look like a similar interface because it's by the same company. In security. So there's some nice tricks that these are, if I'm looking for academic journals, magazines, books, and newspapers, I can click on the source type. And I can also see the dates here and dates right here. So I'm going to go ahead and select this article from 2009. And right here is where they have their helpful links for saving and gathering information. I could download this article and it'll save it as a download. And then I can actually save it to somewhere in my files, which I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate right now. So when I come to my files, I want to create a naming convention. So if I am in LRNR right now, I want to start a new folder, and I'm going to title it Annotated Bibliography. Okay, great. So this is the assignment that I want to start saving my articles to. I'm going to go ahead and title this as journal article. So then I know exactly what type of article it is. And I'm going to date it as well from 2009. And then I know that that's the impact of food insecurity or food security. I could also create another folder if I wanted to get more granular within the annotated bibliography. But I'm going ahead and save. And now that this article has been saved as a PDF onto my hard drive, and I can always come back and access this at another time. So coming back to our citation, the citation is right up here. Here's my little send to guy if I wanted to send it to my OneDrive or Google Drive or email. If I send it to my Google Drive, it'll be essentially the same way as creating a new file that I just did on my hard drive. Here's my citation. So they have the MLA 8th edition. I'm going to go ahead and copy and then select. They also have some other options. So if I just wanted to export it to if I just wanted to export the citation to my Google Drive, I could do that as well. And I could continue to build up files by organizing it through maybe a register index. One last note, I'm going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. And these are all the works cited that have been used to, that these authors have used. And sometimes these will point to particularly hard to find reports or government reports, and are excellent ways to then go out and search them in the open internet. Okay, so that's it for now, and more recordings to come about the annotated bibliography.